Global ocean pollution is now also having a detrimental effect on human health.
The oceans are under threat due to pollution, much of it in the form of plastic waste.
I'm Shell Cleve. I'm the founder of Hekkert. Hekkert is a nonprofit organization. We're founded here in Half Moon Bay, California, and our mission is to protect and heal our beautiful marine environment from plastic pollution through education and action.
When people don't take plastic in consideration, and when you're going to the grocery stores and when you're getting your produce and everything, those little plastic ties, and when it's wrapped in plastic when it doesn't need to be, is when it gets stuck in our oceans, because it doesn't ever go away.
We need to educate our children first about the issues of single-use plastic and conservation. They're the people who are going to make the most drastic change in the future. So we do a lot of science-based curriculum, mostly about marine animals and stuff like that. And then in there we sprinkle a lot of conservation. So we talk about recycling and not using plastic and things like that. And then in the afternoon it's all excursion-based. So it's really a time for the kids to get out of the classroom and come and play.
This will break into microplastic.
So one of the ways that we try and protect our marine environment from plastic pollution is to encourage people to switch from a disposable, single-use lifestyle to a sustainable, reusable lifestyle. We encourage people to use reusables, to swap out all those single-use for something that you can use over and over again.
Super important to educate people on the dangers of single-use plastic and why we should use alternatives, because not very many people realize that it ends up in our food, it ends up in our water.
The harbor is such an important part of the economy here, and a lot of people don't think about that, but when you have these fishermen who this is where they live, this is how they make their money, really educating them and also being teammates with them to make sure that fish in these waters and crabs are healthy for buyers and for the local community is really important.
We also promote conservation laws. So we're working on the state, local, and federal level to create some laws that seek to protect our environment and make it easier for people to live more of a sustainable lifestyle.
We live in a place where there's a lot of diversity in the ecosystem. It's important just to educate people, whether they live on the coast or they don't, about single-use plastic, because ultimately it affects everybody. I think it's really important for people to, one, not only pack your trash and make sure you don't leave anything on the beach, but as well as going through, and if you see trash on the beach, pick it up.
We can all be the solution and not the pollution.